Everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Sanaa from Sanaa, and I am back with another video. So today I am going to be doing my weekly expense, and some people call it the cash and stuffing. I call it my expense out video, but I wanted to explain a little bit of what that means. So for me, I am a cash spender and I am a credit card user as well. So I allot money to spend weekly for my variable spend and my cash envelopes that I carry around in my wallet. And right now I am using my Zippy XL in the green crock, and so I allot cash envelopes in my wallet to spend. I will try to adhere to cash spending. However, there are times that I will use my credit card to swipe for any purchase, and I will pull the money out of my envelopes. Okay, so weekly I do my expense videos. I like to settle out my expenses weekly. I like to pay my credit card back for all spending. And so that is what the weekly cash unstuffing video is all about. I am going to pull money from my cash envelopes and I'm going to pay my credit card back in those categories that I use for my envelopes or my sinking funds, and I'm going to pay my card back to zero. So that is how I stay on top of my credit card usage and my credit card spending, but that is also how I adhere to the amounts of money that I budget to my weekly spending. And so I am a paycheck budgeter. I am not a zero-based budgeter. However, I do try to maximize on every dollar. I do have money sitting in a checking account. I do not utilize high yield savings account for religious purposes. However, I feel as though I have more than enough money to keep on hand in the house. Like, I'm not comfortable with having large amounts of money in the house. I do have investment accounts, retirement accounts, and things like that. However, I just wanted to explain that I do not zero out my income weekly. I don't zero it out. However, I will make the necessary contributions to my cash envelopes. I'll make the necessary contributions to any savings or debt payments and things like that. I know a lot of people ask me questions about how I settle out the expenses. I utilize my Payday budget book to do that. You can just use pen and paper. You can do it digitally. As long as you're keeping track of every dollar and you're managing your money, you're making your money work for you as best you can, you know? So if you want to see how I do that, please stay tuned. So I am back, and as I explained, I am going to be doing my weekly expense cash out videos. So I am going to open up my book, and I am settling out my expenses for the week ending August the 31st, sorry. So let me just go over, and I marked my expenses here. So I'm also, before I do that, I'm going to go to the back of the book and I'm going to get my weekly expense strips. I will use a blank one and then one large. Well, wait, I need one that has a total on it. So let me just grab this one. And I'm going to put that back so that can keep them in place. Okay. All right, let's get back to August, you guys. So I am going to be selling out. I missed some expenses in my last week, so that's why you see something from the 25th and the 24th, because mistakes happen and I missed something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my strips that I use, because for me, I like to settle out my expenses and I like to be able to see that total separated from the rest of my spending. Okay, so based on the number of categories I have right now, this gives me 6. So I'm not sure how many I have, but I'm just going to quickly look. I messed up, y'all, because I spent some money today. Where did I spend? I spent some money in Whole Foods from Me Money. Did I spend money anywhere else? No, I didn't. I didn't spend anywhere else. So at some point, I'm going to need to calculate this $15.75 in Me Money. So I wasn't able to write that, and I did spend cash, so that would have been written in green. So I'm just going to make sure to put that in there. So I'm going to leave this receipt here so I can see it. So right now, I do know that I have, let me get my markers too. And I did find some other markers, like this says, I don't know if I have this color already, but I'm going to use this for, I don't know. I have forward on here, but I'm going to change that color to something else. And I think I found another marker. I need different colors for my expenses. If you're new to my channel and you do not know, I have 51 cash envelopes and sinking funds, right? So I have a total between the two of 51. So I don't have 51 markers to represent every color, but nonetheless, that's what I'm going to do. So I do know that Me Money is in pink, and I don't see that. Oh, here it is. I know Me Money is in pink, right? Yes, Me Money is in pink. Okay. Dining Out is in this orange color. So this is Dining Out. Business I don't highlight because it's already written in teal. I think I have a marker for tech, but I do know food is this purple. So I am going to highlight all my food spending. And okay, so let's see. What do I need? Tech. I do have one for tech. Let's see. Here's tech, this reddish color. I needed to buy a new charger for my MacBook. So I needed the 70-watt plug-in adapter, and I needed the 2-meter cord, which is the really long extended one. So gas, I can never remember gas. Oh, gas is this orange color. I don't have one for the kids for dress, and I don't know if I have one for Sedeka. So let's see if I have one for Sedeka. Jenna, Ramadan, Selfie, Household, HSA, Luxury, Toiletries, Gifts. Oh, here's tech. I do have one for tech. Oh, I wrote tech. Duh. Dress. Okay, Sedeka. I thought I had one for Sedeka, but maybe I don't. Okay. So I don't spend Sedeka like I need, like a lot. So I'm not going to probably give it a marker color. But now that I have my different categories, I am going to go ahead and write that down. So business is going to be written in teal. All business spending comes from my business account. So I'm going to write business. My other categories is Me Money, Dine Out, tech, food, gas, and so I do need a blank strip because I do have two more. I have Sedeka and dress. So I am going to get another strip, and I'm just going to put it underneath here. And it's August the 31st, so I don't anticipate spending anything else, although I do need to order a phone stand because I'm filming with a tabletop phone stand, and then I have a stand-up one, but it is trash. Literally, it's trash. And I think I recommended it to Budget Treasures. Jasmine, if you're watching this, don't get that stand. It's trash. Like, it's just trash, period. So I'm going to add two more categories, dress, and what was that? Sedeka. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to total up all of my spending. So Me Money was $41.85 plus. I'm going to loop in. I went over my food budget, but I did have money in Me Money, which I can use for anything. So I spent $15.75 in Me Money. So I'm going to add that. $15.75 equals. So I spent $57.60 in Me Money, and I budgeted in Me Money $76, my last paycheck. So I am under budget for Me Money. Business, let's total business. We have $45.56 plus $30.18 plus, but you know what? I just returned something. So I'm going to pull up at Amazon on my laptop. Oops. I did something wrong, you guys. Let me just check and see, because I did return something today. I'm going to get a refund for that. So if it's one of these amounts, I am definitely going to minus it out in red. Okay, so on August the 29th, I didn't write it down. It's not even on here. Why? Let me see. Order placed August 29th, 47. I didn't write it down, you guys. So, okay, it was refunded. It doesn't even matter. That's probably why I didn't write it down. So I spent $47.69 on some printer ink. It does not work in my printer because, you know, HP needs to be sued. Topic of another time, okay? But anyway, so let me start over with business. 45.56 plus 30.18 plus 85.65 plus 85.28 plus 39.47 equals 286.14. Now, some of these expenses debited directly from the business account, but I explained in a live I did earlier that I budget business and personal all in one because I manage both. So business spending doesn't happen too often. It's only a need. My shipping service automatically comes out a couple of business subscriptions. So I like to keep track of them so that I know what to pay back on my business account. So I keep those expenses on here as well. I'm budgeting all of that money. So, you know, it's there. Okay. Dining out was only $22.25. Dress was my daughter's pocketbook. She bought a pocketbook from Target. She was supposed to give me my $30 and she did not because she used my Target credit card. And yes, she's 14, but she has her own money. She doesn't need my $30. So, you know, she thinks she's slick, but I'm going to get her back. Technology, I needed a new charger, so that was only $82.68. And I print on this vinyl. Oh my gosh, it feels so beautiful and smooth to write on. I wish it was paper. Food, okay, let me total up my food. $64.41 plus $24.40 plus $19.75 plus $89.48 equals. Okay, so in food, I spent $198.04, which is great. I budgeted for the week $200, so I stayed within budget for food. Gas for this week was $64.31, and Sadaka was $9. So let's see what my total spending is. $286.14 plus $57.60 plus $22.25 plus $30.21 plus $82.68. plus 198.04 plus 64.31 plus 9 equals. So my total spend for the week was $750.23. In cash, I spent $64.41 plus, so all of food was cash. So food was, cash was $198.04, which is perfect. And let me just do the math to minus out. 750.23 minus 198.04 equals, so my card was $552.19. However, I am going to minus business from that. Minus $286.14 equals, so I technically spent $266, $266.05, okay, and that's that. And then business was $286.14. So I need to pay back $266.05. So let me get this money going so I could pay it back. Okay, so let's see. Me money is $42. So let's see what I have in me money. And let me zoom out a bit. Or is that okay? Because I want to make sure that I'm in camera for you all. Okay. Sorry, I moved the book around and I just want to make sure. So me money, I have 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So I have $60 in me money, right? Okay, 55, $60. So I need me money. I spent cash and me money today, so I really just need, my paper is messing up because I added these papers in. I needed more, so that's why they're hole punched. I don't want you to think the book's falling apart. So I need $42, so I'm going to give $50, and then I need to give myself back $8 when I get it, okay? So I am just going to do minus 42. So when I write in red, That lets me know the exact amount I'm taking from the sinking fund because I keep this all up on a digital app. So dining out is $22.25. So I need $22. Let me get change because I can see right now this is the problem. So let's see. I know rollovers has some change. So let's see. And I keep my rollovers here in the Zippy XL. So hopefully I can get change for a 50, right? So let's see. 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be $50. So 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So I'm going to put the $50 bill in rollovers. Okay. I think I'm going to need more change. So remember, I have to give $8 back to Me Money. So I'm going to put that $8 back in Me Money. So in Me Money, I have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have $18 in Me Money, $18.25 to be exact. So I have $42 here. And now I need to put $22. So I need change for a 20. So let me see if I have change for a 20. So a 10, a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went into rollovers to get change for a 20. So I'm going to put that back. Alrighty. Hopefully I won't need any more change. Okay, so I need to give $22 for dining out. So 20, 1, 2. Okay. So now we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have $18 left over in dining out. I don't need any for car. Gas, I need $64.31. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170. So I need $64. So that is 60, 70. So 64, I need $6. So I need $6. Let's see. I don't have change. So let me get change for a 10. I think I have change for a 10 in Me Money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So I'm going to put the 10 here and take the 10 there. Okay. Did that make sense? Did I do that right? All right. So let's see. Okay, so now in Me Money, I have, not Me Money, in gas. So I need 20, 40, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, and I'm going to put the rest back in gas. Okay, so now I have 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 6. I have $106 in gas. And gas is a sinking fund, so I keep a balance in gas. So gas, I did $64, so I'm just going to write 64 here. Alrighty. So now what do I need? Sudoku is $9. So let me get a 10 and put back the $1 there. And so I took $9 for Sudoku. That's going to go back in the account. Food is paid because that was all cash. So I don't need to worry about that. And I only have change left over in food, and it should be like $1.96. Okay, tech. Alrighty, so that is it for my wallet. I am going to go over to tech. I need $82.68 from my sinking fund for tech. And let's see what we have here. So because it's a sinking fund, I do write on my expense tracker. So I need $83. So 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 15, 20, 25. So I need 80. So that's 70, 80, 85, and I need 83. So I need $2 back. Okay. So I took $83 from tech. I'm just going to minus 83. And let's see what we have left. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. So we have $42 left in tech, and I minus 83. And that's what tech is for. I needed a new charger for my MacBook, so there we have it. Okay, So now all I need is dress. So I'm going to take money out of my sinking fund for the kids to pay for her freaking pocketbook. These kids. She was being really slick with that. So I need $30 out of dress. Now, although dress is clothes, I could take it out of allowance. Technically, allowance. You know what? I'm going to take it out of allowance. So let's see, $30, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. So I'm going to take $30 out of allowance. They don't get an allowance. So, but it's just money here. So it's for whatever, if I want to give them something. So I'm just going to take from there. And then I'm just going to write that was minus 30. And I'm just going to erase and put allowance. Because it was a pocketbook, I treated it like a clothing item, but technically, I think this could be a little bit more accurate. So I'm just going to update my expense tracker to write allowance. Okay. So I believe I was able to get money for everything. I should have $266 in here. So let's see what we have. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. And I always turn my money around and count it backwards. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230, 240, 245, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Why do I have 250? Oh. Because, let me fix this. Remember, I spent the Whole Foods $15.75. That was cash. So technically, cash should be $198.04 plus $15.75 equals, my cash spending should be, so this is calculated wrong, you guys. Let me update this. I need my numbers to match up. $213.79 minus $750.23 equals, so this should be $536.44. I almost forgot. See, when something isn't written down, that's the problem. So $536.44 minus my business spend, which is $286.14 equals $250.30. I'm on the money, okay? $250.30. And that's why it's important to keep track of every penny. $250.30. I'm off by 30 cents. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230, 240, 245, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. $250. So this is going back to the bank to pay off all of my card spending for the week. I am done with all of my expenses for August the 30th. Well, for the month of August. I am getting ready for September, you guys. I am getting ready. So that is it for my weekly expense stuffing. I am now going to pay this money back on my card. So what I'll do is, let me just show you that part. Sorry. I'm going to write down the card. So it was Apple, Target, and this is how I know how much to pay on each card. Chase. Okay, so, and then we have my business credit card, which is Amex, and my MasterCard. So Amex and then MC. So I'm just going to write all of the amounts, whatever was the Amex and whatever goes on my So Crafty MasterCard. I'll make a payment for those amounts, and that should wipe out my credit card to zero. And then when I pay Apple based on all of these expenses, that's going to wipe to zero. And I have one Target spend, that's going to wipe that to zero as well. So that is how I settle out my weekly expenses. That is how I make sure that my card gets paid back to zero and that every penny matches up. If you have any questions, please leave them in a comment. Please like this video, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get your girl to 10,000 subscribers so I could give a bomb giveaway. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. Please stay tuned for my next video. Bye.